Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Brother Mahmud, Syed Mahmud, had explained two verses of the surah Al-Hadeed, 22 and 23. I want to speak something more also about the same two verses, and also the verse number 24 is with them, as the three are in the same context. The verses are أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ما أصاب من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك على الله يسير لكي لا تأسوا على ما فاتكم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاكم والله لا يحب كل مختال فخور الذين يبخلون ويأمرون الناس بالبخل ومن يتولى فإن الله هو الغني الحميد صدق الله العظيم. And the translation is, no affliction befalls in the earth or in your own selves, which we have not recorded in a book before bringing it into being. This is an easy thing for Allah. This is done so that you are not disheartened over what you may lose, nor feel exultant over what Allah may give you. Allah does not love those who are arrogant and boastful, who are themselves stingy and also urge others to be stingy. Now whosoever turns away should know that Allah is all sufficient and all praiseworthy. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. These three verses, as Brother Syed Mahmud said, these are very good to treat stress. In the first verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that if no trouble comes in on this earth, not to some person, but it is already ordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if a person suffers some loss or some trouble, he should know, she should know that this is preordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that this is so that this is for the purpose that you are not disheartened over what you may lose. That means if some loss happens, usually what happens, people say, if I didn't do that thing, then I would not go into this loss. So usually the people, they start cursing themselves or cursing some other people. Oh, you did that, or you said like this, so it happened. But when a person thinks and believes that this was preordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this was to test me, so I will be patient and I will pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make a way for me to come out of this trouble. Then the person will get reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also the problem will be solved, and the person will not be grieved. So stress will be removed from him. Then the other situation along with this, which is stated, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only said about the one who faces misfortune, but also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the other one who gets a good fortune. A person may become very wealthy or get a very high status, or some type of blessings he will be blessed with. But what happened that people go into misunderstanding. They are deceived by Satan. So they say we achieved these things because of our efforts, because of our clever and wise planning. But this is not the case. Actually, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who ordained that wealth and that good fortune for him. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the one who went into loss, she should not get upset, believing that it is from Allah, and so becoming patient and trusting Allah and working for the solution of the problems, and surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help them. While the other one who achieved blessings, must also believe that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who blessed him with that status or wealth or whatever the blessings are, and therefore she should not become arrogant, boastful, with swollen cheeks. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further described those people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allazina yabkhaluna wa ya'muruna an-nasa bil bukhl. These are the people who are themselves greedy, stingy, and also they advise others, they order others to be greedy. So those people who, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses them with the good things, and then they are proud for their actions, they are actually they will be greedy, they will be stingy, and they will not be helpful to anyone. In other words, actually I also understand that the stress, especially in these days, there is too much stress. And the reason is that the powerful people who have authority, they are using their power and authority without the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given them the power and the authority. They are the other part of this ayah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that, and those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives something, they should not feel exultant over that, or what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may give them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly said to us over that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may give you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them power and status, authority, that is temporary lived. That will be taken from them. Either it will be taken from them in their life, or they will go from this world and everything will be left here. So they must use this power and authority with the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then they will not become oppressors. So the stress in these days is too much because the powerful, the strong people have become oppressors, while the other ones are oppressed. And those who are oppressed, they suffer from stress, from high blood pressure, because they have no power to fight the oppressors. And for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually has given warning here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that those who are themselves stingy and also urge others to be stingy. Now whosoever turns away, this is the ayat number 24, whosoever turns away should know that Allah is all sufficient and all praiseworthy. Those who don't accept the command of Allah in these verses, there is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O mankind, what trouble comes on you, don't worry. Don't curse yourself. It was not due to your fault. It was not due to your lack of wisdom. Rather, it was preordained for you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be patient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you reward and will remove your trouble also. And those who are blessed with the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't become arrogant, don't become boastful, proud, believing and thinking that everything you achieved is due to your wise efforts, your wisdom. No, it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who had preordained for you this good fortune. So you must be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you have power, if you have wealth, and you should not become oppressors for the others. You should become polite, humble, polite to people, humble to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for paying the thanks of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all those blessings, you must be kind to people. You should not become like Qarun. Remember, Qarun was a cousin of Musa alayhi salam. He worked for Pharaoh. He tortured the children of Israel, and he gave very hard time to Musa alayhi salam. And he was proud for the large amount of wealth which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given him. But he was proud that he had achieved all those things due to his wisdom. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the earth to swallow him alive. He was swallowed by the earth along with all his wealth. You must fear from the end result of Qarun. And you shouldn't become boastful. He didn't give a single penny in charity. You must pay the obligatory charity and the non-obligatory charity, and you must be kind to people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be kind to you. Otherwise, if you turn away, then remember that Allah is all-sufficient. Allah is Ghani, Al-Ghani. Doesn't need anything from you, and Allah is praiseworthy. Allah's attributes are such that Allah doesn't like people like you. The boastful one, the greedy one, the stingy one, the arrogant one. So in these verses, there is a lesson for both sides, and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives satisfaction to the weaker side, to the side in trouble, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns the other side. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد.